inside of the Mormon church, and I just got to do a little sermon on that little Sunday. And say again.
You will be sacrificed.
Okay, so they said that he heard that. I didn't hear it. And then he left after that or whatever. Said they try to say that after he walked out, they got offended. So he was out by the trash can. Said that he was sleeping over by the trash can, but he wasn't. I said, ain't no way my son's
Because
sleeping
right
by
when I
that. He was getting shot up. So as soon as he got in there, he left for us, and I was like, yeah, it don't matter. Y'all can know my name. It don't matter. I was like, yeah, because y'all need to know my name. That's my name on X, and I got my name on X, Twitter X, and his name, his whole name. Anything happened to us, y'all will know that the Mormons did it because they believe in MK Ultra frying and burning. So I go in there and I'm sitting out in the lobby waiting because I got all my stuff or whatever. So we sitting out in the lobby, but he let me catch him and see if he's gonna come back in here so he can watch our stuff or whatever. So a man walks in after I'm talking to the two missionaries. So the man walk in, he said that he's security or whatever. First he lied, said he ain't security. Then he said that he slipped and said he was security. So then it's like, okay, you security, bruh. So ain't no lying. Said my son was out by the trash can. I said, did you see him by the trash can? Because I know my son ain't out there by the trash can sleep because he got plenty of sleep last night. So make a long story short, my son come in, and I'm glad that he came in. He must have felt my vibe, so now they hitting my foot because they mad. So my son come in or whatever, and he sit down, and I'm like, just go ahead and stay while I go in here and listen to the word, the sermon in there. And this is the second part of church or whatever. So the bishop, he's in there with his wife. She in there, all Miss
no
Uppity or
more mess won't
whatever.
let me in my phone.
Yeah, Miss Uppity or whatever. So um, I look over to the left, almost at the end. The young man, he's in there. He's talking about. They're talking about Abraham and Cain and all that. I was gonna put my 2 cents in, but see, once I say something that's gonna be so powerful, I'm gonna take over the whole class. So I said, you know what? Let me not even say anything or whatever. Let me just listen today. So they got these ladies in there that they brainwashed, whatever. Hello for joining. But they in there, they brainwashed, and the Mormons got them brainwashed or whatever, because they got them doing major dirt or whatever, so they can keep what they have. And we get to Abraham, and the guy said, "Oh, you got to sacrifice your son." And he looked at me. Abraham was going to sacrifice his son, and he looked at me, and I said, "Oh no, okay, I got you guys number." First of all, prior to that, the young man, the missionary, gave me the Bible, the Mormon Bible, and had me read chapter 11, verse. I don't know which one it was. I just read it or whatever. But they start talking about burning and frying, and the people had to run away, and it was burning and frying, and I said, and zapping, and I said, okay, well, here we go. So then I go to the second half, and he's talking about you got to sacrifice your son, but eventually you will find peace. Eventually you will find peace, but you over here sacrificing. You gonna sacrifice your baby? Cause you and your wife, you sitting on the couch acting like you just sitting there on the couch. The one that was preaching, giving the sermon this morning on the second part of
Oh,
church.
him and his wife?
Yeah, he's the one that was giving the sermon. He's sitting up
Oh, I knew
there.
he was shooting me.
Yeah,
He don't
because
like
the
white
wife
people.
would. Yeah, he was over there. The wife was
Whenever
over
I
there
came in, he was
whispering.
like,
Yeah, he was over there whispering. As the wife came back from the bathroom, she was over there whispering, be something behind his head. And I said, "Well, what is she whispering like that for? That's an odd whisper, or whatever." So that's what they were waiting for. They were sitting out there waiting for us. So then that way, oh yeah, we gonna coerce them to come in to my son, because that's what y'all do. Y'all sacrifice other people outside of the Mormons. Y'all white people, y'all sacrifice all the other people. Y'all not. These people are getting sacrificed. They're like they just believe in killing. That's all it is. That's all it is. They just killers. My son told me this, but it's just really hard to believe that these people, they just, their ultimate goal is to kill. That's their ultimate motive, is to kill. Is we gonna sacrifice your son? No, you're not, Mormons. You sacrifice my son, you know what's gonna happen. Okay? And especially the ones that said it. So the bishop, he in there acting like he ain't nobody. I look over, he over there with his wife. I said, oh, okay. So he had the young man. It was a whole setup. I dare you. I dare you. Okay? I dare you. I got y'all numbers in my phone. Anything ever happened to me and my son, y'all got something to do with it. And it's the Mormons, it's that White House, it's the Mormons, it's the Waltons, all y'all working together. Church, sitting out here starving and stuff, and they ain't got nothing for us. They did that intention. So we pick, which sometimes we have it, and sometimes y'all don't. Y'all got plenty of money up in there to have stuff for people, but y'all don't want no poor people coming up in there, and y'all sure don't want no homeless people coming up in there. And the guy over there gaping at all my stuff. And I'm looking at him like, I dare you touch any of my stuff. He's sitting over there with his skirt on. So I guess today is Mormon skirt day for the Pacific Islanders. I don't know why they wear skirts, but it's almost like the Scottish people where they wear, the Irish people where they wear the skirts and stuff, the squirts or whatever you call them. So I'm looking at them. And y'all looking at us like, they not really looking at us too bad, but y'all smelling up the whole goddamn church. So don't even go there with me because I know I wasn't smelling like that. Because I washed my AZZ every single day. And it's
Yeah,
hard
you
staying
bitch ass
clean out
nigga.
here.
Fuck out of here with the airplane.
So they over here hitting my son. Once I come out the church, me and my son, we both catch on. He talking about sacrificing, but I didn't know what he meant in the very beginning. He heard it, I didn't. But my second half, they made sure that I heard it. And I seen it in the
Right
Bible
when I
that
walked
Abraham
out,
sacrificing his son with a knife. Right when you walked out, what?
I heard that shit.
Talking about he over there by the trash can. Your son is over there. Are you Andrea Thomas? Or your son is over there by the trash can. Okay, so what y'all
Because
trying
the
to say?
kid,
We trash?
yeah, the kid walked over. I told him because he looked like he was going to tell. So I told him I'm waiting for my mom because he was going to go tell. I knew him.
Yeah, and he did. And I said,
He
my
said I
son
was
is over
asleep.
there smoking.
I said, bro, he didn't. He's just lying. These kids be lying, bro. I wasn't even fucking smoking. How many people
I
got?
said, if you was smoking, it's on you then. I said, oh, he probably out there smoking. I want them to know what you doing. He out there smoking. He ain't out there sleep by no trash can.
Then I started looking, and he's like, "Oh, that's just oh,
You
your pocket."
started looking in the trash?
Because the door is open.
Oh, yeah. What was you looking in there for?
Because I just seen like some like TV shit, some ladders and all that.
Oh, he was over there doing his investigation in the trash. See if he was seeing any dead bodies over there.
And they got scared. Why are you so like skeptical? Like,
Right, he's saying, well, we usually have a lock on the trash, but we didn't have one. We just want people to stay away from there. Well, what do y'all got in there then?
yeah, I got something in there. I was. He came to throw away the trash and then throw away the trash. He like ran back and told him I was asleep.
How old was the kid?
Like 15.
And see, y'all over there making up stuff. Or you know what? Y'all can just keep y'all whole United States of the terrorists. Go ahead and keep it all, cause y'all got planes flying over our heads, shit dropping. Ain't nobody coming to our rescue. We sitting out here starving. Y'all know y'all got us in a whole TV program, and y'all thought this shit was gonna work. Y'all really thought that this shit was gonna work. That y'all was just really gonna put us in a TV program and everybody in the whole world know about it and talk about, oh, those people gonna die, yeah, those people gonna die, yeah, those people gonna die. Y'all got all these people, all these television shows with these people that's gonna die, and I know I ain't dying. I know my son ain't dying because I'm too valuable. Which y'all don't know, I'm being watched by a small group of people. Now, those people that are really watching us and that is really working in our favor. Okay, I'll throw y'all a little something or whatever for helping us or whatever. But as far as going back to that church, you know what? It took everything out of me not to talk about MK Ultra. It took everything out of me not to talk about anything that they're doing. It took everything out of me not to talk about. Like to me, the whole world has joined. Go ahead and it says what you say, sunny or cloudy today. It's sunny out here. Yep, yep, it's sunny, y'all. Let me see. They want me to start a Q&A. Oh, I like flats. Yeah. Why are you asking me about chicken? You frying me or something? What's up, everybody? Yeah, I like flats better. I don't know. They just seem easier to eat and they taste better for some reason. That's the darker, or I don't know. But well, can y'all bring me some food over? People been saying they're gonna send us some, come to our rescue and send us a little change or whatever on my Cash App, but ain't nobody sent nothing yet. Is everybody on a contract? Because I'm gonna start working real soon because I'm gonna take those little Labor Day jobs so that way I can make sure that me and my son is gonna be all right and we can, we'll be in a place next week. We'll be put up next week. You know, well, this coming week because this is the beginning of the week.
Always fucking.
This is the beginning of the week, so we'll be fine. We just got to struggle it out for a week or whatever. But yeah, I had to tell y'all about the Satanist Mormon church or whatever. I really only needed 5 minutes with them. I mean, we already know they was full of crap, but when I got to reading the book, he told me to read the scripture or whatever, and I read it. Then I went in there, the second sermon, and then we well, I went in there. My son was out there watching our stuff, and then they started with the bull crap, talking about Cain and how Cain was a bad person, and how like, you turn the pyramid upside down, and at the very bottom, if you turn the pyramid upside down, you're like restricted at the bottom. So let's just say this is the pyramid, and right here between my hands, this is where like they put the young men in these Mormon, programs in the churches, whatever they're doing, and then they restrict them. So then they feel as though they're being restricted from their life and they don't have the freedom. But when they get to the top, they have freedom because they're holding everybody down. Once they get to the top of the pyramid, it's open. If it's upside down, then they're free because they're free to do F shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but then for somebody like me that started at the bottom of the pyramid in the opposite direction on the way that it's supposed to be, and it's open at the bottom, most of us wouldn't be in all kind of trouble if you guys didn't inflict genocide on us and then chase us around, and then it's all orchestrated for us to get in trouble. You take our resources, you take our food, you take our money, you take our cars. Then what would y'all want us to do? Go steal, right? So then y'all starve us out. Then we go steal. Then we got a case. So that's what y'all want us to do. That's all it is. Or you want us to go sell dope, and then that's all ass backwards. I peeped the whole thing because what they do is they restrict them so hard at a level when they're at a certain age, and then the Mormons and with this religious tactics that they have, and then once they reach the top, they think that they're free, but they're free to do whatever it is because they have earned their freedom in doing F shit. You know what I'm saying? So to doing evil. In their mind that they're free because they're gatekeeping, you know. So we're free and you guys are not free. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you can put a twist on it, homie, if you want to, but I got a twist right back for you because you guys have us in the regular shaped pyramid, and then we're trying to go to the top and trying to set goals for ourselves, but then you guys come jump in. So then about time we do reach the top or we reach half, you guys got us over here doing all kind of stuff um to survive. Then it's all about survival at this point, you know? That's all it is right now. It's just all about survival. And right now, yes, I do want to go run up in somewhere and do the 5 yard finger. What is it called? $5 sticky finger or whatever it is. Of course, I want to do something like that. We out here starving. But is anybody coming to our rescue? No, because they put us in jail. We're outside in jail. So y'all just keep it like that. And yes, I am mad. Yes, I am mad. Because most of you guys should know better. All got grouped up. Y'all all broke into the religions. Y'all all broke into the cults, but y'all all doing socialism. and capitalism to keep everybody down. And why you guys up having a good time and laughing about it, having a real good time laughing about it, driving past us laughing and stuff. Y'all don't even know what the extent that they put us in this program for one.
Yeah,
So
fucking pussy ass police. They keep disconnecting my Wi-Fi.
don't say
Pussy
don't
ass.
like because I'm on here. Like you might just have to really connect to it and
Nah,
then
that's them. You're on it, but I'm keep this. No, I know what they're doing, bro. Don't stop questioning me, bro. I know what they're doing.
yeah. So anyways, I'm not gonna waste my time on that. But right now we got to get Trump out of that White House because he's finna realize I just don't really see anything of significance where you guys is putting any movement into this revelation. This is not a revolution. This is a revelation. That's what we need. You know, it's going to take a revelation, and um, we already been through many revolutions. We need a revelation. We need for this to be solved. Not, we all as a people, we need to overthrow this government because if it was any other country, right by now, these people they do take years and years and years and years of abuse before they get tired and then they finally go in on the government. But we really need to go in on this government. We know that the FBI is going to get defunded, the police is going to get defunded. All these countries, I mean, all these agencies, sorry, not countries, but all these agencies will get defunded eventually, and they'll have to be like something else. Like these are not peace officers; these are genocide officers, and they all took an oath to protect the people, but now they're against the people, and they're taking it. Everything is theirs. Like you can't sit nowhere, you can't be nowhere, you can't eat nowhere, you can't even be on the church premises and sit by the trash can to smoke. Okay, like the decency, he just went over to the trash to smoke. I mean, y'all, the trash stinks. So if you went over to the trash to smoke,
I think they
you,
just fucking just fucking with me, bro.
that's what I think too. I said, here we go on the church messing with my son. Now this is too much. You know, this is way too much. So don't even worry about it, Mormons. We won't be back. We will not be back. Nope. Mm-mm.
I think he said like, "What are you doing here?" Too.
Who?
The church guy.
Well, what are we doing there? We here just like you guys to try to figure it out.
They don't want nobody doing their
They don't
job.
want us nowhere. They're just trying to starve us out and all this. But you know what? Y'all go ahead and do what y'all do, and I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do. But I'm gonna
That
keep putting my
frosted flakes.
yeah. I'm gonna keep putting my videos up. Cause you got this one. I'm gonna keep putting my videos up and
Give
everything.
me a frosted flakes.
All right, peace, y'all.